everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning. And welcome to today's video, y'all. You see, I'm getting my palms greased. It's time. It's time to set up our planners for 2025, y'all, and I'm so excited. I actually purposely waited. I did not set up my planner in December. Even though I launched the planners back in November, I literally did not. I was like, I'm going to wait until January to fully set her up. And so I am going to be using the elements from January's box. I know this is so mean, y'all. I know it's so mean for me to post this before the boxes go out. But I just want to kind of beat the holiday rush a little bit while, you know, the getting's good, and let you all see the box in its full use before the box actually goes out. And so I'm first setting my cover, which she is stunning. And the first thing I want to do outside of that is go ahead and set this up. This section of your planner is for you to really think about, y'all. Take your time. I had so much fun filling this out. I literally reflected. I was just like, okay, if things have to change, what are they? What are my goals? You know, those kinds of things like we talked about when I launched the planner. And so I sat down after I put this little sticker over here, kind of marking the year and all that jazz. And I just thought about it, and you're going to see lots of pauses in this video. I've got kids roaming, you know, playing, doing their thing, asking me 1,000 questions, but I still like to get my planning in even when they're awake because it has to fit into my schedule. And so for it to fit into my schedule, it has to happen during the daytime and in the evening time, even when my kids are awake. And so there we go. There we have it. And so 2025's box, y'all, by the way, January's box is gorgeous. And this planner with it, oh, you're about to see. Look, you're going to see. And so I'm filling out now. I filled out that side. I'm going to show you guys when it's done here. But I'm just kind of highlighting some of the standout verses from 1 Corinthians 9:24 through 27. This set of verses right here really puts things into perspective in regards to our salvation. I highly recommend reading it, breaking it down before you go to answer the question next to it. Because I do ask about laziness, and you may go, I wasn't lazy. I got a lot of stuff done. But when you read this, it really puts into perspective what portion of your life you should be the most active in as far as your faith and whatnot. And it's just such a good verse. I love it. Set of verses. And so definitely worth like thinking about. But this is my 2025 setup there. And then moving into this section, I filled it out. I'm doing my little heart section right here, kind of putting, you know, what's in my heart, the things that come to my mind right off the bat. And I filled them out. And I prayed over them. This section of your planner is once again one of those things where you do want to think about it. You know, what really is in your heart, and if they're good things, pray over them. If they're bad things, ask the Lord to remove those things. So still put them there. If it's something that's negative, like if you have like something really that doesn't line up with scripture that takes up a big spot in your heart, the Lord already knows it. So you writing it down isn't going to be that different. If anything, it's going to help call that spirit out or call whatever that obsession is out. And then you can pray it away from you for 2025. So be honest, you don't have to share this page with anyone. This is your planner. So I'm literally writing what's in my heart right now, kind of specifying what those things mean as I write them. And then afterwards, like I said, I prayed over each section and I just worked my way down. I saved the bottom pointer part of the heart for God, because obviously he's in my heart. He's a big chunk of my heart, but I wanted him to be kind of like, if you will, at the center of it all, holding all of those things at the top together. So I saved this section for him, for Yahweh, and I absolutely loved doing that, or I loved doing that. It felt really meaningful. And then just, of course, like I said, going in there and praying over these things when I was finished. And I love the flower bits inside of the heart. It just looks so pretty, y'all. I love this planner so much. Like, I'm so obsessed with it. And when it comes to like doing these, like I said, you really do get a feel for where you are mentally. And so now it's time to set up our year at a glance. These mini months with the mini decor will be a staple for PGL. Doing this was the most fun I think I've ever had, setting up a year at a glance page in my life. And it was so easy and quick. It took no time. And when I was finished, I was very satisfied with the way that it looked. I marked which ones were birthday months for specific people, using the decor and everything. All I had to do was size it to the square, which y'all, you're going to see me accidentally click the links on these. These squares are linked. So once you put your month there, it is going to take you to that month corresponding to it. So maybe, you know, make sure that you don't press it while you're trying to decorate like I did, because I did it like, I think twice, possibly, maybe 3 times. You guys will see me kind of like getting back to the page I was on. But yeah, so I love this so much. It takes no time at all. These little tidbits came with your planner. So if you're wondering, where do I get that? It's in your planner file. Go back to the Etsy purchase and grab these out of the Dropbox. They are so super useful to just quickly kind of put like what the season is for that month, or if you've got birthdays that month, or whatever the case may be. It just makes the year at a glance more fun, and honestly it looks super super cute. So I'm marking the dates in January. My dad's birthday is in January, so that's why I did a birthday like decor banner situation. And of course Valentine's Day is all about the love, and so I went ahead and put a nice little mark on 14, and I put the little hearts around that. And then for March, my mom's birthday is on March. And so I had put this here because I was going to do her like a little special cut, but I was like, no, I should use the birthday banners for the birthday months. I did end up changing my mind though when it came to my sister and mine, because we're both November and October babies. And I'm like, man, if I put this birthday banner everywhere, I won't be able to use the fall decor. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna have some fall decor on ours. I still marked our birthdays though. But yeah, I wanted that to stand out. So I was like, you know, whatever it is, you know, I don't know, y'all. It's the end of the week. I'm like, I got to get this last bit done here. So that, see, there we go. I clicked it. I got to get this last bit done here so I can take my little break and come back to you guys in the right mind, because I swear my voiceovers are getting sloppier. Oh my goodness. But anyways, I'm putting my little decors up here for summer and whatnot, and it's just cute, y'all. It's super cute. Look at that. I was question marking too. I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, is August fall? But no, it's summer, and I think I messed that up a lot. August is definitely summertime, and so it was okay for me to use that banner. And both of my kids, I did it again. Both of my kids were born in September, so that's why you see the birthday banner there with 2 dates. And then, of course, I'm marking October. But like I said, I ended up changing my mind because I was like, yeah, I'm not going to have any fall banners. And I really like these little mini decor thingies, the fall ones, a lot. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to risk it all. And my anniversary for dating my husband is that month as well. So, yeah. I went ahead and put that there. And PGL's anniversary is in November as well as my birthday, so I had to do that. And I normally launch our planners in November, and I think I'm going to stick to that. So planner launches normally happen in November. I like it to come out way before the holidays and New Year and stuff like that, so you have plenty of time to think about what you want to do and whatnot. I don't really like last minute planner launches. It doesn't feel good. I don't think I've ever done one, but it just, or did I? I think I might have. I don't think so. I can't remember. Anyways, I'm going to fill out my brainstorming situation here. This is just to get your rhythm of whatever it is that you intend to do. So your planning rhythm, your home rhythm. If you have a very consistent schedule that happens on your regular day-to-day basis, this is where you would write that. That way you don't have to do a schedule all the time. So I know, like, for my daily rhythm at the bottom, that's what I literally do every day. So like the homeschooling, waking up at a certain time, like that is what I mean by your rhythm. What is it that you do consistently? That way you can kind of build around that, what your plans may be. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just creating little hearts to kind of do my little lists here and whatnot. If you've never done like a brainstorm page like this, where you kind of break down what your rhythms are, what your plans are, I highly recommend it because it lets you fine tune where you can get these things accomplished as far as your day-to-day life. And so far, this is what we're looking like with our planner set up. Obsessed. It is gorgeous. And so now we're going to do the perpetual calendar. What I like to do with my perpetual calendars, and I'm going to keep doing this, is I really like to go ahead and use it as a Bible reading tracker. I highly recommend this because we already have the month view and whatnot. I used to also use, because I had 2 of them in the planner last year. I would use one for work, and then I would use one for my Bible reading tracking. But now that we have the home planner and the work planner and all that, I don't need that for this. So I'm like literally going to be using this just to track my Bible reads. And so right now, even though you see me writing 1 Samuel, you'll see me correct it. I'm in 2 Samuel, and I'm marking off like all of the chapters. I'm putting them here. That way, as I'm reading them in January, I can mark off when they're done. And then the next month, I will set specific chapters for specific days. So that way I'm reading my Bible. I'm reading a chapter a day at the very minimum. So I'm still getting some word in, because it's my goal to read from the front to the back in depth, full understanding to its most, like as much information as I can get from the Bible. That's what I'm trying to obtain. So I've been moving slow. I started in Genesis when I started my business. So that can give you kind of an idea. Of course, life has happened. Things have, kind of kept me a little bit. But I've been still moving steadily. I've been loving my Kindle for that. It's been helping me because I can read my Kindle at night in the dark, which allows me to read my Bible in the comfort of my bed. So if you are struggling with finding ways to read your Bible, I highly recommend getting a free Bible off of Kindle Unlimited if you have a little Kindle. Because it's easy on the eyes, it's small, it's lightweight, and it's also away from the distractions of your phone or tablet. So I highly recommend that. But yeah, I'm writing in because at this point, there's only 24 of the chapters, and I've already read some of 2 Samuel. So I would be moving into 1 Kings within January too. So I'm going to be using that section for that, and I did recommend that in my unboxing of this planner. So that is what I did. And now we're going to move into setting up January's dashboard. Now, I love the way I set up December's dashboard, and it's essentially going to be close to the same. Not 100%. There are going to be some slight differences. I'm going to use just the 3 color coder. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, but I ended up, as you guys see, just going with what I knew. I didn't use this. I actually ended up changing my mind. I'm going to use the little transparent color shapes. I don't know what to call the shape. It's like a rectangle with like rounded edges. I'm going to be using that as my color coding because they're already the colors of this box. There's only 3 colors, which is one of the many reasons why I decided not to use that. I mean, I could have used the hex codes, but I don't intend to do a whole lot of crazy busyness during January. So I was like, I only really need 3 main areas anyhow. So that's why you guys see me doing that. And so I was just trying to like flip through, and I wanted to leave my thought process in here so you all can see like kind of what planning with me is like when I'm not talking in the video, like real time and stuff like that. I test out a lot of different stickers. I'm always kind of like trying to see what would I prefer, because if I like a certain set of something, or if I like the way a certain style of something looks, then I normally will use it over and over again. So that's just kind of how I am. But yeah, I love, as you guys can tell, the little plant label thing. I'm obsessed. So you guys are going to see that a lot because it's super, super versatile. And you'll see, like I said, in my views, because I set up my entire planner. So I'm going to be showing you guys how some of them look. Now, you're not going to watch my planning process of each of these things. I've edited this video down quite a bit so that it's not forever in a day. It's under an hour. So, you guys will just kind of see like how it turned out, maybe give you some ideas on how you can set up your planner and whatnot. But I'm just color coding over here, and I reminded myself in that moment to highlight the words in here that I use. So this is a little trick that I like to do. If you have any script sheets that you've purchased from a shop or somewhere, highlight the words that you know you're going to use. That way they're easier to locate. Script, I don't know what it is. My eyes can't focus in on words that are just like all back to back and whatnot. I can't, like, I don't know, especially when I'm filming, I'll be like, I need a sticker that says rest. And then I look at the page and it's like everything blurs together and I can't find it. So highlighting it like this really did help me out a ton as far as finding the stickers that I needed for like the script. So if that's you, I recommend doing this. And when you go to grab the sticker, it will not select the highlighter because the highlighter is it's designated to go behind the sticker. It's called dark bleed. So when that happens, it allows you to grab the sticker on top. So you don't have to worry about the highlighter. Just don't circle it. because then it will bring the highlighter with it. Just tap it and drag it into whatever you're using. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just highlighting all of the words that I need to grab. And I like having script. I know like some people argue, well, if I can just type it myself, but when you're talking about stuff like this, it just makes planning a little bit quicker, especially if there's like specific labels or just key things like family, kids, holidays, and stuff like that. You know, you just kind of want to have it in a pretty handwriting or in a like a header handwriting. That way you can just do your script underneath it or your handwriting underneath it. It makes everything look neater too. You see how I'm scribbling? Look, I'm scribbling, but the family font up top makes it look nice and neat. You know, I like that look. So scripts aren't going anywhere. I quite like them. I don't make a full script kit anymore because it just takes a really long time. But on top of that, it is very personalized. I think I made one for the PGL family like a while ago, maybe over a year at this point. And I haven't done one since. So I'm just, I don't know. If you guys asked me for it though, of course I would do it. If you were like, Daisha, give us a fully loaded like script kit where we tell you what words we want to see in the script kit, then yes, I will absolutely do it because you guys want it. But on my own, I probably won't. So I'm setting up my sections here. I'm putting stickers and things like that I feel fit the theme. I'm also closing out my planner because I'm crazy. But anyways, navigating this planner and getting back to where you were is so easy. But I'm just kind of doing what we did last month in December, where I'm sectioning off these 3 top priority sections. So the top one is rest, because at the beginning of January, I will still be on my break. So I'm just marking that I'm resting at that point. And yeah, underneath that is work. So I did the little hearts thingy because it'll be time to plan for February. And I've got my little stickers and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this like a sticker sheet and put that there and put the little heart there because February will be my next box. And yeah, I just like to really, like, I don't know. I really like to think ahead, plan ahead, theme things, decorate things around those themes when I'm planning. I find that really helps me come back to it. If it looks really pretty, it's organized and easy to read at a glance, then I'm a happy camper. I can't do busy, sloppy spreads. It's just not my zhuzh. But I can look at someone's spread like that and be like, yeah, that looks used. Like, you really planned in that. And I love that. I don't know. I'm not that person. So anyways, I'm writing what I'm going to be doing while I'm resting. I have been playing this game called Infinity Nikki. And oh my God. Yes, it's taken over. I'm obsessed. I love the fashion. I love the clothes. I love the game. It is so much fun. And it's been so nice. I was playing it the other day while listening to Ezekiel and then the book of Daniel. I was just looking around for like plants and I was petting the animals and stuff like that. But it was just so nice. Like, I was like, you know, this game has a storyline for sure. It's really, really good. It's actually very, very parallel to the Bible. I found an investigation hint where it was like the covetous snake. And then it told like the story pretty much almost identical to the Bible. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing while I'm resting, aside from like my own Bible study, because we have Revelations going on. I'm going to be spending time with my family, doing activities with the kids because they're now on winter break, and I'm going to be playing Infinity Nikki, if you're curious to know like what I'll be doing when I'm off. But anyways, you guys, look at that. Oh my goodness. And this little envelope situation, like, it's fixing to be everywhere, y'all. Not in this particular setup, but I'm going to be using that a lot. I'm going to put it in my little section of my organizer where I have all like the little boxes where I showed y'all. I had those boxes. Did I show y'all? Oh, Lord. Did I show you all that? I don't remember. But in my organizer, I have all of my boxes that I used in September's box. It's like just basically shipping boxes that look really cute. I have all of those in there. I'm probably going to put this little mailing slip. Yeah, mailing envelope there too, because this is an element that you can use a ton. And I'm just kind of writing some little notes to myself and like things that I want to keep in mind for the new year. And I thought it would look really cute as like a little mailed piece of information to myself. So that is what I'm doing. Super, super cute. And what was I going to say? Like, have fun with the elements, but definitely for the new year, put lots of encouragement for yourself so you don't give up. Whatever your goals are too, make sure they're not too stacked. Like, start with maybe 2 goals for the new year. And then when you feel comfortable with the ones you got and you got a good routine with them, then add more. Don't start the new year trying to strip 1,000 things and add 50 million, because it's going to fail. I hate to be the bringer of bad news, the bearer of bad news, but it's going to fail, girl. It's going to fail. We got to build good routines from the ground up, bit by bit. So, be gentle with yourself when you're planning for the new year and you're going in here and you're setting up all your stuff for your faith. Just take your time and do it bit by bit, section by section, that kind of thing. So anyways, I'm writing in my faith goals. That's why I brought it up. It's definitely good to have faith goals every single month, y'all, and try to fill out the entire list. Even if you feel like you don't have any and you white it out and put a big old sticker on it, take that sticker off, unwhite it out, make your list longer. Set those goals. Trust me, it's worth it. Challenge yourself in that regard. And think about the verse that we talked about, the 1 Corinthians 1, where it's talking about running that race. Go in your planner and read that. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And then make your faith goals. That way you can know, like, what areas of your life do you really need to push and what areas are you kind of like okay to just take it bit by bit, like working out and stuff like that. Take that bit by bit, those kinds of goals. But when it comes to your faith, dive in, girl. Like, dive into the ocean. Dive in. You need to. We all need it. So that is my setup for my dashboard, and now it is time to go set up my month. But what I wanted to show you all, I wanted this plan with me to be as transparent as possible. I'm setting up my date dots like we talked about in the unboxing for January. I'm putting all of my favorite date dots in this portion of the organizer. This product is proving to be one of my most used inserts outside of the lesson planner and the notebook, because literally, I was like, I probably won't use it much. I'll probably put my little paper clips in here and then it probably won't. No, she's getting used. She's getting used. I love this product so much. It is so good for those pieces that you need to quickly access within the app you're using. Because when you're talking about date dots, if you're using Penly and you have your date dots in Samsung Notes, yes, you can drag and drop them into Penly, but it's going to bring them in as a stack. Not going to be organized where you can quickly just do it like how I'm doing right now. So having the organizer with those trusty handy dandy stickers that you do use all the time, pre-organized, is the way. And I screen grabbed that. That's what that was, y'all. I was trying to crop it. Because I don't know what. I missed 2 stickers, y'all, in the individual PNGs. They're not like that on the sticker sheets, but in the individual PNGs, there's 2 numbers that are not cropped from the top. So if you catch those, and they come in a little bit smaller, that's what that is. Just, crop the head off for me, please. But anyway, so I'm just organizing these to make it easier for myself. And if you think that you need to do this, or this is you, then girl, go ahead and copy me. It makes absolute sense to do this, because now from Zoom Notes, I can easily grab this. And yes, the elements function is in here, but once again, it's going to bring those stickers in as a stack. And I don't want date dots stacked in my face. I want them organized like how I have them, so I can bring them over here and go ahead and plan out my week. That's what I want. So that's what I'm doing here, y'all. I'm just adding in my scripts. I'm adding in January, the date, and all of that, and just kind of sizing it down and shrinking it and warping it and doing the most. But I'm just playing around with it. I personally really do like my month views to be fairly clean. I don't care for them to be super busy, but I am going to be copying the format that I did for last month. So if you were watching my December plan with me, you'll remember I color coded my month and I just added in as the month went. I like this form of planning my month a whole lot better than what I was doing in 2024. 2024, my month views were a joke. They were an absolute joke. I did not use them properly, and I'm like, I know the month view can be so useful. Why am I not doing it properly? But it's because I just didn't know what I was doing, y'all, and that's okay. That is perfectly fine. So I'm going to show you guys how I organize my date dots really quick. I circle the whole row that I need, and then I just do it like that. That is why having them in that organizer already done like this is easy and smart. And And if you want, you could even circle them already in the month view shape and just adjust the numbers as needed for each month. But that's why the organizer is a must buy. If you have not purchased it, I highly recommend it, because you can put it inside of the app that you're actually using. So it's not like having a GoodNotes sticker sheet or a Samsung Note sticker sheet. It's like having an organizer for all the things that you want to have inside of Penly or inside of GoodNote. I mean, not GoodNotes. What do you call them? Zoom Notes or Notability or whatever app you're using. Like, it just, allows you to kind of have your own stuff where you want them. So anyways, the brightness of this box is giving me life. It is so good. I'm so happy I took this leap, y'all. I was really nervous about this box. I'm not going to lie, because I was uncertain if you guys would understand what I was going for. I was also really nervous about whether or not it would be likable, because it's literally going to be January, so it's going to be cold outside. And I was like, there's lots of floral elements in here, Daisha. They're probably going to be looking at you like, girl, what the heck is wrong with you? But you know what? I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad I took this leap of faith. Looking at myself set this up, it just looks so pretty. It looks so bright, and it really does make me happy. But what also made me laugh about it, y'all, if you were with me in January 2024, go back to that box and look at those colors. I don't know what it is about January, but y'all, we go pastel pink, purple, and blue every time. It's so funny. I was like, yeah, January's box last year was colorful. It wasn't like this. It was still very winter themed. I was using April's designs, but literally still kind of the essence of the colors that we have here. So anyways, I am just setting up my month now. I'm putting in that we have a meeting on the 5th, and I want to believe that that's true. Anybody correct me in the comment section below. That's from the book club, but I think that's when we have our book club meeting. I have 2 physical books that I need to be reading. I already started. This will be my 3rd time reading The Pillar of Light over again, because I'm almost done with the audiobook, which I've read the audiobook twice, but I got the physical copy of this book. If you all are looking, let me grab it really quick. If you all are looking for a really good fantasy faith novel that has a lot of biblical parallels in them, it's a series. It's called The Milana Legends, and the first book is called The Pillar of Light. We've been reading it for our book club. Phenomenal, y'all. Definitely get it. It is so good. And we're reading the second book. We're going to finish the series in the beginning of the year. She went ahead and put out a flyer of all the books that we're going to be reading for the full year, so that you can kind of order them in advance and stuff like that. Yes, our book club is organized, boo. But yeah, so if you're looking for a good read, highly recommend. But anyways, I'm still labeling things off here, putting where I'll be working, when I won't be working. And something like this is useful, especially when you have kids, homeschooling, and you're trying to do like trips and like trying to do things like that. It's good to know at a view in blocks when you won't be able to do those things. Like, I have that whole first week of January where I'm essentially free. But those that second, third, and fourth week is a little iffy. And then the last week, or the second, third, and fourth week, I'm a little bit busy. But at the very end of January, I'm free again. So it's good to do things like this, because once again, it allows you to see where you have wiggle room in your schedule. So I feel like that's what a month view does best for me, is just let me know when I'm free, when I can work on certain things. And it also lets me know how much time I have to work on projects. I have a nice little list of requests from customers, and I kind of move things around on that list by priority or by what I feel like making at that time. And so when I'm able to see how many days I have to even accomplish that, it really helps me put things into perspective, especially now that I'm going to be doing monthly Etsy launches. It's like, yeah. Oh my goodness. And you all, I'm like, Bat Daisha. I used to give other shops so much crap in my older videos about not doing Samsung note sheets and good note sheets. It is a lot of work. And I'm realizing now, because I'm like, why is it that these shops can get out these weekly releases? Why can't I do a weekly release? But the problem is, one, my collections are really huge. They take a long, long time to make. But on top of that, I do 2 sticker sheets. So if I make a collection of 1,000 stickers, that means I'm going to be organizing and making 2,000 stickers worth of collection work because I have to make it twice over. And I'm like, when you look at the grand scheme of things, technically I'm doing 2 launches a month because I do the box and the Etsy launch. And so that's why it looks like that for you, because I was really kind of getting at myself. I'm like, dang, like I've noticed a lot of shops really are getting in on that weekly release fun, and I just can't do it. I can't even wrap my head around doing something like that. So kudos to y'all. But I literally, with doing both Android and iPad, it does take a lot of work, and I'm committed to it. So I appreciate you all for being patient with me. For those of you who have requested certain products, I'm going to get there, just the monthly release thing. So anyways, I was just talking through this because literally I'm doing stickers. I've labeled off my week by the color coding system that I put over to the side, and not week, month. But one of the things that I like about the color coding is as things come in, I can highlight them in the color and write it in. So like with the January 2nd is when my kids go back to school. Purple is for kids. I'm off that week and I have homeschooling there, but I put purple so I know, okay, something with the kids is happening this day, so I need to make sure I have the lesson plan scheduled out and all of those things. That is why I like doing that. And now I'm trying to remember what I was doing. I'm like, what did I do? I was getting some stickers, y'all. This is why voiceovers for longer videos is a little bit harder, because I filmed this earlier today while my kids were like moving about, and now it's the very end of the day and so much has happened. But I am running a sale at the end of January, and I haven't decided on how much and what kind of sale it will be, but it'll more than likely be like a sale over like the winter stuff. It won't be everything in the shop. I will do more selective sales this year where it'll be over specific items, so definitely check that out. And then, of course, because this is going to be the planner for the full year, I will add in the mini months when we get to the mid-month mark. So June? When we get to June, there will be a new set of mini months that will hit the box. Not the box, the drop box, y'all, for the planners. That way you all will be able to, add those into your year at a glance if you do decide to do a mid-year planner and you're like, it's June, I want to get a planner, I can't use yours because you don't have the date dots I need. Nope, I've got them right here, that kind of thing. So anyways, I'm setting up the front cover of my planner now because I kind of wanted it to match the box. I love like the name and like the folder and stuff, but it's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need my links. I've got them on my laptop saved and whatnot. So I wanted to kind of change it up because I really love the colors of this box. And so if you're curious about how to do this, of course you can watch this and kind of maybe slow it down in the settings so you can see me do it slower. But I did do a 101 video on how to use PGL signature products. So the editable pockets and like the vellums and things like that. Me talking you through like what they're for, how you can use them, and the best way to use them so that they look the way that you would want them to look. And so essentially that is what I'm doing. I'm just stacking my pockets and, making it look pretty in the front of the planner because that's what I like. That's what she likes, y'all. So anyways, yes, absolutely gorgeous. I love the pocket inserts because you don't have to do much of anything. And so that's how that looks. And now we have our like little month situation. We got this situation situated. Everything looks super neat. I'm super, super happy. And now it is time for you all to look at a very awkward view. So I wanted to keep planning, but I was really tired of doing the overhead filming. And so I just quickly threw this together because I'm like, I still want to show them that I set this up within the same day. So I went ahead and set up my faith view for the month, and it's not much that I can write in right now. Obviously the month January is not here yet, but I did want to go ahead and set it up because I'm like, when it does get here, I don't want to be finagling with all of this stuff. I want to just go in and write. And that's one of the key things about planning and being able to stick to a planner, which I did do a video on. If you're curious on how to stick to one planner for the full year, definitely check it out. But plan in advance. Set up your pretty views in advance. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. I keep clicking out of my planner because I keep trying to do the back button. But one thing I learned about Zoom Notes in this, y'all see the highlighter right there? if you erase that stroke, I was nervous it was going to erase my hearts, but it recognizes it as its own stroke, so it didn't erase any of the older hearts. Isn't that great? This is why Zoom Notes is forever, babe. Like, I will never switch to another app. I don't care. If she has a meltdown and starts glitching, I will wait literally for this app. Like, I'm not moving, but I am moving this camera around. I was trying to get a good angle so y'all could see. I'm using my phone holder on my desk that came with this little wooden like situation here. But anyways, so this is the journaling section. I wanted to white out the side over here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the verse circles that we have for this month, the transformation ones, and I'm going to put them over here in advance so they give me kind of like a prompt, because I haven't daily journaled in a very long time. And so I need a little help. So I'm just kind of making this area look pretty in advance and decorating in advance, because once again, I'm fairly certain that I'm going to need it. So when I'm in my bed with my little mini planner, I'm not messing with stickers. Instead, I'm just writing on my iPad mini instead of trying to like full out plan on my iPad mini, which there's nothing wrong with doing that. It moves smooth. It's great, but it does feel really nice to do the stickers on the bigger tablet, obviously, because you can see it better. So anyways, I'm putting now the little circles, bring them in all at once, I recommend. That way you can shrink them down to the size that you need if you end up doing what I'm doing. But I'm just picking 7 of them for each category as far as like the decoration is concerned. And I'm sticking them over here to the side. So I'm sizing them out, and then I'm just going to put them where they're supposed to go. And I like this because, like I said, it's going to help save me time in the evening. When I go to do my journal, I can go, oh, that's a verse that I can read before bed tonight. And what does that feel like? Like, what do I want to study this more? What are my thoughts for the day? That kind of thing. And so I love the way this turned out. And once again, it's just adding that faith into every portion, every bit of your life. So important. Cannot recommend it enough. And that's why I feel like you don't need to have a regular planner and a faith planner. Let your faith planner be your planner. Trust me, you can do it. You can plan all of your routines and habit track and all that stuff with God at the center. You don't even need to do all of that, girl. Just like, make it easier on yourself. I don't know how. Like, once upon a time, before my kids were really, really all over the place and I didn't have to homeschool, I could keep a couple of planners, sure. But being busy, I'm like, shoot, one planner is enough. And like a digital something, like an artful calendar or like Google or whatever, like that, sure. But anything else, y'all, I don't see how you do it. 16 planners. This one's for my hair and this one's for my throat. Like, I cannot. But if you can, and that's your judge, ignore me. I'm just being silly. I'm tired, and it's 8:10, which it sounds so funny because it's not that late, but I'm tired. It's been a long day of filming. I've been filming literally all day. This is my second video, so I'm tired. But anyways, this is so stinking cute, y'all. Look at her. And now I'm doing my prayer for the month of January. I'm going ahead and filling this one out because I know that we have the prayer request one, and I want to try that one out. I don't know. I'm going to try it out. And then we have the journaling thing and all of that. So I wanted to go ahead and fill this in. That way I know I've prayed over everything for the new year, and I feel confident in my prayers, and I had a quiet moment to do it before everything gets crazy or before I do anything else. So that's what you see me doing. And I love the prayer section of our planners because it's broken up. So you can pray over each thing, like each individual thing, which really is nice. Praying over yourself, praying over your family, praying for your church, praying for others that may be in your life that like it just feels really good. And I also decided to decorate it, as you can tell. I had really fun. These stickers in this month's box, they just make me real happy, y'all. They're so bright and peachy and just so cute, and they make me feel like I want to plan. Like, even right now, I've been planning all day long and like filming all day long. I could still possibly plan some more if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna allow myself to rest this evening. I'm supposed to be watching some Star Wars movie with my husband, but we'll see who's watching who, because I'll probably be asleep and that thing's going to be watching my eyelids. Ooh, Lord. I know I probably won't make it. But lastly, praying for my church here. And when you say church, I just think of the gathering of God's people, not specifically a church. So I'm praying over everyone. You know, I'm praying over the world at this point. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So definitely just getting in there and praying over all of everything that's going on and just laying it at his feet. Prayer is a great way to just offload. Like, if you're fully loaded and you feel completely bogged down with everything, offload that thing in a prayer. Like, Lord, please, here, this is all that's on my heart. I can't carry it. He doesn't want you to carry it anyways. Give him that yoke. We take his yoke. It's light. You know, we have faith, we have peace, that kind of thing. And I'm tired of not explaining that well, but you know, if you know the scriptures, you know what I'm talking about. Give him your load and just be in peace, y'all. It's all good. So that's what prayer does for me, and it does for anyone else who is actively doing it. And so that is my prayer page. It is so pretty. And then that is my little... I had to cut myself off, y'all. I'm losing time. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this plan with me. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to stay updated on all things new. And I will see you all next time. Bye!